Well, good evening, everybody. Wonderful to see so many of you join us this evening. As most of you know, we are Mick and Jenny Daly, National Marketing Directors, in your support line. And we're very excited this evening to have a very special trainer with us. More about that in a moment. Again, as you know, we live in the beautiful mountains of Colorado, where winter is definitely on its way. But that's why we live here, right? Because it really is beautiful. Winter or summer. Isn't that right, Sue? Sue's in Colorado too. Okay, well, first of all, as always, Mick, let's take a quick look at the contest, because I believe things have changed a little since last week.
They have. We still have two sisters near the top, but Amanda Schneider has snuck in there, separating the sisters Denise and Darlene. But we're only just over halfway through the month, so there's plenty of time for the rest of you to catch up and pass the others by. The more competition, the better, right?
Absolutely. All right, we'll see where that goes this time next week. Well, those of you who have seen the email inviting you to join us this evening will have seen the beautiful photograph of Rachel Harries and her daughter Felicity. Felicity was recently married on the beach in Mexico, and we've been friends with the family for many, many years. So that really is a gorgeous photograph, Rachel. So we're excited to have you train this evening. The title of which is First Steps for New Reps. So if you are a new rep on our team this evening, this call is for you. And if you are an old rep, excuse the phrase, then this meeting is definitely for you as well, because of course we are all sponsoring new reps all the time. So let me tell you a little bit about Rachel. Like us, she's originally from England, although we actually met in Dallas, Texas. She came to the USA a couple of years before we did, back in 1985, as the vice president of sales for a flooring company. And she became more of an entrepreneur in the early 90s, running her own national floor treatment business. Well, 12 years in Texas and 4 children later, she decided to change careers again. She wanted to be home with her children, never miss a game or a performance, and yet still have meaningful income with freedom and benefits. So she decided to start her own virtual franchise with the Juice Plus company. And she set a goal right from the start to become National Marketing Director, which I believe she did in probably just like us, just under 5 years. Inspired and determined to bring improved health to those she cared about and to share the virtual franchise concept with others, she has built a stable and lasting business, helping countless others do the same. She loves good health and fitness. She loves yoga. She definitely loves the beach. If you can't find her in Dallas, you'll find her on the beach somewhere. She loves the sun and travel and personal growth in a world of changes and challenges. And Rachel says, love and Juice Plus make the world go round. Oh, yes, and yoga. So, having said that, Rachel, over to you.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Hello, everybody. So nice to see you all. And I'm excited that I get to talk tonight about starting a new rep in our business, because it is one of the most exciting things that we ever do. And I'm following some fantastic trainings over the last few weeks by Brianna, Lisa, and Nicole, who have shared also different parts of our business. And what's so nice is Mick has been taping these or recording these so that we can go back and watch them, and it's certainly worthwhile to do that. So appreciate you doing that, Mick. So one of my mottos, anybody who gets an email from me knows that I write at the bottom, anything's possible. And I really truly believe that. And I think in our business, it's something to really wrap your mind around a little bit if you can, to think really, truly you can dream in this business and anything is possible. I always remember reading Walt Disney's quote. He says, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. And isn't that the truth? That just sometimes it just takes that little bit of boldness, a little bit of time being brave, maybe to talk to somebody that you weren't quite sure how they might react, or somebody you really wanted on your team but you didn't know quite how to invite them in. Just that few seconds of boldness can make all the difference. as you open your mind, your heart, and your mouth sometimes. We just have to talk as well. So anything's possible. If you dare to dream it, you can do it. So as Jenny said, my background was initially corporate, and then we moved over here, and I had this dream that I would own my own business, and we bought a small business that was based in Plano, and became the owners, and I quickly found out that I wasn't owning it at all. It was owning me, and anybody who has owned a small business knows that that happens quite quickly. Payroll, employees, leases, you name it, everything else has got to be taken care of before ourselves. So Jenny had shared with me. Is anybody getting feedback? Is that my end makeup? Oh, that seems okay now. Okay, so Jenny had shared with me about Juice Plus, and it just seemed that the timing was perfect. Jenny hadn't only just shared that with me, she had shared it with me for 7 years, and many of you know that story, that it took 7 years for me to say yes. But the timing was just perfect at the time at which she said, again, would you be interested in taking a look at what we do? And so thinking that, yes, I was now prepared to do that, it would fit in with what I wanted to do. I'd watched them become national marketing directors and thought I would like to do the same. And so I, almost 20 years ago to the day, I became a Juice Plus virtual franchisee. But I have to tell you that I was a bit of a slow learner. It didn't come as naturally to me as I thought it might. And so sometimes people might look at my background and think, oh, you know, she was in sales and she had her own business. But actually, our type of business is quite different, as many of you have probably found out. So it took me a little while to figure out what really, really makes this business work. And I came to the conclusion that one of the major things that makes this business work the best is when you really truly understand about duplication, and duplicating yourself, duplicating your efforts, duplicating the system, duplicating what others have done before you is going to make all the difference between a difficult transition into this business and a much more easy one. So I think what I've found about the culture of our business, and we talk a lot about the culture of Juice Plus, and one of the reasons why we get so excited bringing people into our business and talking with people about the possibility of them joining us is because we're so proud of our culture. And one of the things that I think makes the difference in our culture is the willingness to share of everybody in our business. It isn't just Jenny and Mick and our teams. It isn't just a sideline that we're friends with in Dallas that comes to the same co-op. It is people we don't even know who just open their hearts and their minds to sharing something they've created so that we can all benefit. And that is what the culture of our business is about. And anybody who's been in other network marketing businesses may know that that is not always the case. A team that develops a new method that seems to be working for selling their products or whatever is like really guarded and not shared with other teams. It's thought of as their ownership, and that just doesn't happen with us. And I think that's especially true when we start looking at some of the websites that we might look at in a little bit that are just openly shared with lots and lots of different sidelines in our business, as I say, many of whom we don't even know, and they say, sure, use what I created. So it's just a marvelous thing about our culture. So our marketing plan, I would like to just share a screen here. Oh, okay, I said I might need a bit of help with this. So I guess, so I have to actually have it open at the time, do I? Nicole, is that what you're telling me? Okay.
Yes, you do, Rachel.
Okay. All right. So I don't have that open. So, okay. Well, I won't share screen.
It's okay.
I will tell you.
Time.
I do. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to go to it though. Well, I'll tell you what I was going to. I like the stair-step plan. And I feel like that's something that everybody should get as familiar with as they possibly can. And I can tell you where to find it. Maybe maybe I'll just find it quickly and open it, and then you'll be able to enjoy it here. Just a second.
You see, even national marketing directors don't have to be perfect.
There's no perfect over here. No, that's absolutely right.
I remember many years being told that, that we used to admit we mistaked our way to success.
I can't believe it. Whoops, oh dear. No, I can't even get back to where you guys are. I guess you are. How do I get back to my Zoom? Yeah, you see.
Well, there we go.
I see. Okay, I'm here. Okay, right. So share screen, right. Are you seeing the conversation plan?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so one of the things that you realize as you look at this plan, and if you're fairly new, don't worry about trying to take that in at all. All you have to know is, as Terry Luongo says, it's the stairway to heaven. You know, if you start going up those steps, if National Marketing Director is your dream or your goal or your intention or whatever, if it is, and it doesn't have to be, but if it is, then this is your map to get there. Just go up those individual steps. But one of the things that I realized and really appreciated was, you know, many of us know that one of the highest the highest female earner in our company is Wendy Campbell. The highest male is Jeff Roberti. But the point is they get paid exactly the same way we do. So when we come back to our motto of anything's possible, then we can earn the same as them or more. There is no ceilings, no limits, no anything. And just by following our compensation plan and our marketing plan and our growth plan, then there's no limit to your earnings. We all get paid the same way, which I really like. So this is something that I like to have to have ready to show a new distributor at some point. But at this point, I just wanted to show you, and that is on missiondrivenmodel.info under. How do I stop sharing screen?
Well, I'm sharing my screen, Rachel, so I don't think people are seeing what you're seeing.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
You can share your screen now if you want.
All right. So back to my topic, right? You've got a new rep. Now what? Well, again, what I was leading up to is that it's all actually been done for you. You do not have to recreate anything for yourself for your new rep, and I love that. So there's several different ways that you can start off, and we do what works for us. We can look at all the different options and then figure out what sort of fits in with our style. So the very first thing I want to talk about is Mick's welcome email, because Mick sends an email to every one of us who sponsors a new rep, like immediately, like he's very fast, and we very much appreciate that, Mick. And what that email does is it spells out 5 things to do with your new rep right away, as quickly as you can. So the first thing is a welcome call, usually a 3-way call. Can be a Zoom chat, can be a call, could be a text chat if that's the only thing that works. But you want to introduce your new rep to one of your sponsors, and it really doesn't matter that much who, but just somebody in the team that is somebody that works with you closely and would be another support person for that new rep. So do a welcome call. Secondly, you can get onto teameagles.net. That is one of our team websites that Mick has put together for us, teameagles.net. And that is a great place to spend a few minutes with your new rep, finding out whether they would like to be a friends and family participant in our virtual franchise, really just have maybe a few customers, offset the cost of their own business, or whether they're actually interested in becoming a business builder and really have some goals to make serious income. And remember, the goals and the whys they have at the beginning may change a lot. So right now, the goal is just to find out what their thinking is right at the beginning. Have they come into the business thinking, yes, I want to be a national marketing director, I might as well get to the top of the business? Or are they coming in thinking, I just want to find out what this is about, I'd like to get a discount, I know that my mother and sister and and best friend want to do it, something like that. So that's where we're going to try and find out why they're doing it right now, just so that we know to use the right language and verbiage when we're talking to them. Thirdly, get them plugged into Facebook, connect with you, and then put into specifically the two groups that Mick mentions here, which is the Juice Plus Live It, which is for products, and then Team Eagles group, which is for our reps only. So we want to get people involved as quickly as we can into Facebook. And, you know, in our team, we have our own team up page, and many other people have your own team pages. So add your new rep to those. Fourthly, invite to a team call. This is a team call that we have on Monday nights. There are other welcome calls that you could do, or other calls you want them to participate in, but specifically invite them to this one. We'd love to welcome them, and I'm specifically excited that Alicia and Erica are on tonight. They're brand new distributors on our team, on Team Up, and so this is great that you're in here tonight, and kudos to Laurie for inviting you. Laurie, you did exactly the right thing with your new reps, so that's awesome. And then the final thing is to schedule an event as quickly as possible with a new rep. And again, I'm going to single out Laurie here, that Laurie already had an event, including that Alicia held, I believe, yesterday. So well done, you guys. For schedule an event, I have a sixth thing that Mick doesn't have on here, but I feel like it's important to do right at the beginning. And that is to spend a little bit of time. Nicole talked about it last week, but that is on some kind of web walk where you actually familiarize your new distributor on the virtual office and on their own personal Juice Plus website. You really want them to understand just the very basics of how to put in orders, how to put in their EFT information so they get paid, and then how to send somebody to their juiceplus.com website. And possibly, if they're big Facebookers, you also want to be able to show them how they can take content from their juiceplus.com website and post it onto Facebook. Because you are going to want to work with them on making some posts on Facebook. So teameagles.net and the why, do you want to share that screen, Mick, of the I'm new now what, and what is your, I can't believe that you're just able to share all the screens I wanted to share. I don't even have to do it. This is really, really cool. Thank you. So this is called teamwork too. So here's the welcome to Team Eagles, and the two ways. One is use our friends and family plan to offset the cost of your Juice Plus, and the other would be to, you know, to more seriously launch into the virtual franchise. But as I say, a lot of people start off really just wanting a small income from their business to start with, and then maybe get the vision and the ideas and the desire to go much further later on, and either way is just great. So the next thing I was going to share, and I don't know if you have it open, mate, would be mission driven model, and there is on that particular site an excellent getting started. If you click on getting started and go getting started checklist, this is a great place to go when you just have a new sponsor. So some of these things will be duplicated from what Mick already included in his starter email. Some of them are a little bit additional. So as I say, you pick and choose what you want to use, what works for you and your distributor, what works for you and your system, what suits your personality in terms of doing this. But this is a nice, you know, get started, get connected, and get moving. So it's a good place to go, and you can go in detail through those things if you'd like to. So then we can go back to the stair step if you've got that open, but we're going to talk about what we're showing our distributor as the way to climb those stair steps. If you have a vision of NMD, National Marketing Director, then you can imagine your structure as 5 strong sales coordinator legs. So oftentimes people are wondering, well, how will it actually look when I'm a national marketing director? Well, the way it will look would be 5 strong sales coordinator, qualified legs, business builders. And your job is therefore to build sales coordinator legs. And you can see on the sort of almost middle column here, sales coordinator. And that is a place we want to go. So why do we want to get a new rep to become a sales coordinator as quickly as they can? Well, there are a number of reasons, but one of the main ones is that until then, your new rep is leaving money on the table. So until you become a sales coordinator, then you're actually leaving money that is paid by the company for each order for somebody else to pick up, which of course is great because the people who are picking it up are all very excited and happy. But our goal is really still to help everybody get as quickly as they can to sales coordinator so that they're making, thank you, the maximum 22% commission. So Jenny and Mick and myself, who are national marketing directors, we make 22% commission, the exact same as you make once you get to sales coordinator. So that's the place we want to get first. But like everything, there are steps, right? There are ways to go. So we're going to talk about how to first get the HLP, which is that direct distributor, DD position there after the distributor, and it's a bonus. So we're going to talk about why you would want to help your new distributor very quickly become a direct distributor. One is because when they do that, they get a promotion. They get a promotion to direct distributor, which is a permanent title promotion. They earn that and it'll stay there. Secondly, they're going to get a raise to 6% commission on all of their sales. So suddenly they've got a pay raise on their own products as well. So we want to have this permanent raise. You'll never go underneath 6% once you get promoted to 6%. And thirdly, there's a $100 bonus. And who doesn't like getting a $100 check in the mail? You know, we all like getting checks. I mean, my story was that I started this business because my husband at the time got a $20 check for his Juice Plus box. And I was so excited to see this $20 check. I thought, wow, there really is a business behind this. Mick and Jenny weren't telling me fibs after all, you know, it's real money. And it sounds so ridiculous, but it's amazing what small things make massive impacts on us. So when your new rep gets their check for $100 very soon after becoming the business, then that's something that is really exciting to them and to all of us. Not least as you get points in mixed competition too, so you'll be on the leaderboard when you start doing that. So how do you do it? So we know the why. We know we want to raise a promotion and a bonus, but how do you do it? So Mick, now I'd like to actually go to the points chart, which is on Mission Driven Model, Build Your Business, and there's a points chart there. And I feel that's a really important chart for people to get to know quickly, or to at least know where it is, maybe have it printed off and have it by you so you can track your progress, because everybody likes to see how they're doing. It's under building your team at the bottom, and oh no, maybe it's at getting started. Sorry, getting started. Yeah, I think it's, yeah, there's a place there, points chart. There we go, on the right. Okay, points chart. So this here shows you how you can get your points. And, you know, we always talk about 3 trios will get you your HLP, which it will, yourself plus 2 households, because the points add up. So you're able to use this chart and add your points up as you go every time you get a new customer, which is really fun. And, you know, if you get a trio and you do trio and omegas, that's almost 250 points. And so you're very, very quickly to 500 when we start doing helping our customers to get on all 4. So we really want to keep a close look on those points. And as I say, I think it's a great idea to print it off. You can see on the top, Healthy Living Plan, 500 points. Your next promotion and raise and bigger bonus is to get to the 2,000. So as I say, when you get, you know, if you get somewhere between 100 and 250 points per customer, you can very, very quickly get to your 2,000 points. All right, I'm going to start wrapping up because I realize it's time. But how are we going to do it? We're going to do events. So your vision changes at events. Remember how I said some people will come in and literally just want like a little discount. They may know that they're going to get their Juice Plus cheaper if they become a distributor. But get them to an event and their vision could change. Visions change when a third party speaks, when somebody says something that we never even thought we weren't saying it the same way, but we weren't, and they hear it differently. Vision changes as you learn more, as you build new relationships. So lots and lots of events. It's one of the best things you can do is to really encourage somebody to go with you to an event. So just to wrap up then, we're going to plug the new rep into the system, into Facebook, into your upline, into sideline, into whatever's going on events-wise, connect them, encourage them to go and to host events, and really help them get those first 500 points, which would be 2 to 3 customers. Help them get those first 2 to 3 customers. Ask them who are most likely to be able to bring in those new customers, and then help them to do that with either a 3-way call or one-on-one at a coffee shop, whatever's needed, and communicate. So show up, connect, invite, share often. Don't be attached to the outcome. We're just sharing. They may or may not buy. It's okay. Make sure your rep understands that. That's not important. What's important is to do the activities. Have fun and celebrate every single teeny weeny success.
That's awesome, Rachel. Thank you so much. My goodness, you covered an awful lot in a short period of time. Well done.
And I have to stop the recording because we're due on another Zoom for Michelle and Brian Barnett right now. So I'll stop the recording and hopefully we won't lose everybody.